I'm sure you must be wondering what is going on in this video. So there's more to this video than what you can actually see here. So this woman had brought a boy from the village. She brought a boy from the village to help her, right? So when she brought the boy, she wasn't treating him well. She maltreated the boy. In short, if you see this boy's body, I couldn't post it here because of the guidelines. But if you see the boy's body, I almost cried out my eyes. I almost cried my eyes out when I saw his body. You needed to see this boy's body and what the woman did to him. So it was said that the woman brought the boy from the village, right? And then her and her husband started maltreating the boy. He started, beating him, doing all sorts of things to him. They started maltreating the boy. And neighbors around were already used to the fact that they always hear the boy cry, and they already knew that this woman wasn't nice to this boy. So I don't really know the part of the eastern states where this thing happened. I don't know if it's Abia, if it's Imo, or even Anambra. That's not been confirmed yet. And right now, currently, information about everything that happened has not been released yet, but we'll still work on it. So the current news is that this woman brought him from the village, started maltreating him, and the neighbors already, they were already used to the fact that this woman was always beating this boy, maltreating him. And then for some days, or should I say for some weeks, they stopped hearing this boy's voice, they stopped seeing him, because usually when she beats him, you can hear him shouting, right? And the neighbors already knew that this woman wasn't nice to this boy. So after weeks passed, days passed, they stopped hearing the boy's voice, they stopped seeing the boy. People started wondering what really happened to this boy. So when they approached her and then asked her, the woman said that she has taken the boy back to the village, that she has returned him back to the village, which was actually a lie, until a particular day when someone saw the boy tied up at her backyard. And then the person raised alarm, people came and saw the boy, and everybody there were shattered, because the boy had injuries all over his body. And some people said maybe she must have beat him so severe. And looking at the wounds on his body, it doesn't look like something that happened of recent. It looks like something that's been continuous, like something that he had in his body as a result of continuous maltreatment. You need, if you see his body, when you get injured, right, after a while, there's this black thing that comes to cover up the wound, and that people usually call the back of the wound. If you look at his body, that thing is all over his body. And then for his butt side, the wound there is, oh my God, when I saw it, I had to shout Jesus. I had to shout Jesus. I was like, what is going on here? What is going on here? And this is not the first time we've seen cases like this, where a woman tends to maltreat the child she brought to her own home in order for the person to help her or something. But this is a small boy, and the injuries on his body is very, very disturbing. And I don't think those injuries were maybe she poured him hot water on the body, because if she had poured him hot water, then I don't think the bruises would have looked like that. So I don't really know how she was able to torture the boy in that manner. And after torturing him, you didn't even take him to the hospital for medical attention. You just tied him up and kept him at your backyard, which means there's every possibility of him losing his life tomorrow, and then you people will just sideline the whole issue. I don't know why people are this wicked, because this is all shades of wickedness. You have children, and yet you are able to treat someone else's own child in this way. This whole thing, I think, is caused by poverty. Maybe because his parents could not be able to afford school fees and other maybe social amenities for the child. That was why they let the child go with this woman, only for them to see that the woman is maltreating the boy. If you see the picture of this boy, you will almost shed tears, you will nearly cry. And it's so disturbing and so not good. So guys, follow me for more videos like this. I'll see you in my next video.